Good morning, Ms. River. My name is Emily.
Hi.
And I'm going to be the student physical therapist today working with you. I'm from Maryville University.
Okay.
And is it okay if we get some information now and we start treating you today?
Yeah.
Okay. So what brought you in today specifically?
So I noticed that I had kind of a sore on my bottom. I noticed it when I was getting changed, when I was getting dressed. My mom was actually helping me get dressed and noticed it. It was on the, just on the right side of it.
Right side.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, is it okay if I ask you a few more questions about your sore and what else you do?
Definitely.
Okay, perfect. So when did you first notice it?
It was probably about a week ago.
A week ago? Okay.
Yeah.
And you said your mom noticed it? Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were getting dressed, correct?
Yes.
In the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, it was before school.
And like you said earlier, it's on the right side of your
Yes.
bottom, just like in the middle?
Yeah,
You would say about...
I would
Okay.
say right about in the middle.
And how big do you think the sore is?
I would say just a little bit bigger, maybe than like a quarter
Okay,
size.
so just a little bit larger than, a quarter. And have you noticed if it has gotten worse?
I haven't noticed that it's gotten any worse.
Okay,
no.
good.
Stayed about the same size.
And does your sore cause you any discomfort?
No. So since I'm paralyzed from my waist down, I couldn't actually feel the sore at all. So I only noticed it when my mom had pointed it out when I was getting dressed.
Okay,
So.
okay. So you have no pain whatsoever, correct?
Right.
Okay. And let's talk a little bit more about your spinal cord injury.
Okay.
How long ago has it been since your injury?
So I got in a vehicle accident about 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you're paralyzed from the waist down, so
Yes.
your upper extremity, your arms are
Fully
completely
functioning.
functioning?
Yep.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Now, do you know what level of the spinal cord you were injured at?
I think it was, I want to say L3.
L3.
I think
Okay,
so.
okay. And like I know you said you don't have any feeling in your legs, but do you ever experience any numbness or tingling anywhere on your body?
No, I haven't had any numbness or anything like
Okay.
that associated with it.
And then what have you done to help treat the ulcer yourself?
I was given a cream by my doctor
Okay.
to put on it about twice a day. So I have that, and then I also have a foam piece that I put in my wheelchair sometimes to help, relieve the pressure
Okay.
from sitting all day long. But that's about it.
It's just like a foam cushion you sit
Yeah.
in your chair?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. So, let's see. And you said you got this cream from, is this just like your primary care physician?
Yes,
You called
yes.
him and he gave you this
Yes.
cream? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, we'll talk about that one a little bit later. Do you know, have you ever had an ulcer before?
Not that I know
Not that
of.
you know of? Good.
Right.
And what are your concerns at this point?
I just don't want it to get infected or get another one.
Right, of
So-
course. And we can make sure we help you with that.
Okay.
So moving on to more of your your history, your medical
Mhm.
history. Do you have any other medical conditions that you'd like me to know about?
I do not.
No.
No.
None? Okay. And then, have you had any past surgeries recently?
Besides the surgery when I first got in my accident to correct my spinal cord injury, that was the only surgery that I've had.
Okay. And that was at L3?
Yes.
Okay. And then, have you had any tests done recently?
Not recently, but I did have MRIs done and things like that at the time of my accident.
Okay, so just like your typical imaging, your MRI of your
Yes.
of your
Mhm, of the injury site, yep.
Okay, okay. And then going back to your medications, you said your doctor gave you this topical cream.
Yes.
Do you know the name of it by chance?
I don't remember the name.
Okay, was it maybe just like a generic?
I think so.
Cream
Yeah, it
first?
was just like, offhand,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and then how often do you take it?
I use it twice a day.
Okay, every day?
Yes.
Okay.
Twice a day, every day.
And then, do you take any over-the-counter medications?
I occasionally will take ibuprofen for like headaches, but
Okay.
other than that, no.
Okay, and how often do you think you maybe take the ibuprofen?
Maybe like once a week or every other week, kind of
So
just depends.
just sparingly,
Yeah,
you
yes,
get a headache
very
every now and
sparingly,
then?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then, have you taken any medicine today?
None besides just the cream that I applied earlier.
And you just put it on the once so far today?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to talk a little bit more about your living environment.
Okay.
So what is your most common position you are in throughout the day?
I'm mostly just sitting throughout the day because I go to class Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And so I'm in class from about, I would say 8 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. And so I'm just sitting in class all day. And then I go to work right after that at
Okay.
school. So I'm also in a sitting position there as well. So
Okay. What position do you sleep most in at night?
I try to sleep on my side. I try to sleep on my right side most of the time.
Right side? Okay.
Mhm.
And then do you have any trouble sleeping at night?
I do not.
No?
Mm-mm.
Good. Now, you said you have a cushion to relieve the pressure.
Yes.
Do you have it here with you today?
I do not.
Okay. Next time, bring it in and we can help you maybe adjust it or
Okay.
anything you need help with that. And then, is there anything else you might do? Or is it just your cushion?
Just the cushion is really all I have, and then besides the cream, that's really all I have
Okay.
to help. with
Okay.
that.
Okay, and then can you talk to me a little bit more about how often you use your cushion?
Yeah, so I try to use it after I have been sitting for like a long period of time and I know that I kind of need to move around a little bit. So I try to use it like in between classes and stuff at school, kind of sit on it for a while and then I'll take it back out. But after I sit on it for a while, it hurts my back, the positioning of it.
Okay.
So I'll use it for a while and then take it out, but I probably should use it longer than what I do, so.
Well, and when you bring it in, we can help you. Maybe we can get in a better position
Okay.
so it doesn't hurt your
Yeah,
back
that
as
would be
much.
great.
Yeah. Okay, and then do you have somebody helping you throughout the day when you're at school?
I have one of my friends that she has a lot of the same classes that I do.
Mhm.
So if I ever need help like with using the restroom or anything like that, she can help me with that. But other than that, it's usually just like in the restroom, or sometimes if I go to get food like at the dining hall, like just reaching the food and stuff like that, things like that.
Just little things here and there
Mhm.
throughout the day she
Right.
helps you with.
Right.
And is it just mainly this one friend, or do you?
Yeah, it's
she
usually just a
pretty
one
much helps
person.
you?
Mhm.
Okay, so she kind of knows what you need throughout
Yeah,
the day.
exactly.
Good. Aside of school and work, who helps you at home?
So I live with my parents, so they usually help me with just like if I need help transferring like from my wheelchair to like to use the bathroom, or from my wheelchair to when I need to go to sleep to my bed. And then they also, like I mentioned earlier, like my mom helps me get dressed in the morning sometimes if I need a little extra help.
Okay. So your friend during school, she's able to stay with you pretty much all day, and then
Right.
from what I'm understanding, your parents are with you before school and after school.
Correct,
So
yeah.
you have somebody there with you pretty much all day.
Right,
correct?
right.
Okay. And then, do you have any stairs going into your house?
I do not.
No. Perfect. And then, do you have any stairs located within your home?
There are a set of stairs that go down the stairs, but everything that I have, like my bedroom and the bathroom, are all on the main level, so there's nothing I need to access downstairs. But there is a set of stairs.
Okay,
leading
but
downstairs.
you don't typically use them.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so that's great that everything's on the first level. And then, do you have any like, I know you say you don't go downstairs very often, but
Mhm.
like, do you have a lift that gets you up and down the stairs, or do you just completely avoid the area?
I usually don't go downstairs if I would absolutely need to. My parents usually kind of help me,
You get-
assist me down the stairs, but yeah.
Okay, but you don't have like a lift or
No.
none, those things you see taking you up
Right,
the stairs.
no.
Okay. And do you have any other assistive devices that you use at your house?
I have like a reacher that'll help me get things from like a cabinet that I can't get stuff out of. But other than that, not really. But that I do use that quite often, like throughout the day. So.
And like no ramps because you're all on that first level, correct?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Good deal. So kind of going on to what you do in your everyday life. You said you're at school from about 8 to 3, and then you go to
Right.
work about 3 to 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
What activities do you partake in besides going to school and work? Do you do anything else?
Sometimes when I get home, I like to draw a lot.
Okay.
Do things like that. Other than that, just doing homework and things like of that nature. Just
Keeps
like,
you busy, I'm
Right,
sure.
exactly.
Do you exercise at all?
So I used to a lot before my accident, but I haven't really, especially with like busy school schedule and things like that. But I would really like to be able to exercise my upper extremity more.
Okay.
So getting back to doing that, I would really love to do.
Of course, yeah, we can definitely work on that. And then how often do you work? How many days a week?
I work probably like 3 or 4 days out of the school week.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say
Pretty
about 3 or 4
often.
days.
And
yeah.
for about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours at
yeah.
the most?
Mhm.
Okay.
Usually.
And what are your job responsibilities?
So basically, it's kind of like an office position. I'm doing things on the computer, like a lot of spreadsheets, working on that type of thing, and then making like copies and stuff like that.
Okay, but like throughout this whole time you're in your chair.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then do you use any tobacco products?
I do not.
No. Okay. And then are there any other limitations to your daily activities? Anything you do from your store?
No. That hasn't affected.
Good,
any of
good.
that.
So, what are your goals? What do you hope to achieve while you're here at therapy?
So I'm hoping we can just figure out, why I got the sore and hopefully prevent it from becoming infected, and then hopefully I can prevent any other sores from happening as well. But
we can
yeah.
definitely work on that. And then, what questions do you have for me?
Nothing really, just besides hopefully we can figure out, why I got this sore and
Okay.
what we can do to prevent other ones. But other than that, I don't really have any questions.
And then, do you have any other concerns? It doesn't have to be about your sore or anything. Just
I don't think so.
In general?
Not that I can think of at the
Okay.
moment.
all right. Well, I have plenty of information on your situation. Is it
Okay.
okay if we move on to examining your sore and moving on to maybe treating it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sounds good.
Great. Thank you.